so excited to start this series of conversations today. Bonnie and I have been having personal conversations, one-on-one, for months now, realizing that there's a quality in our conversations that is very alive. I'm going to start by asking Bonnie the question, what is aliveness to you, Bonnie?
The funny thing about what is alive to me right now is that there are all sorts of voices I'm aware of that want to appear articulate and coherent and organized and intelligent. And but what's really coming up is staying present, not to the extraneous suggestions, but to just simply speak in this moment from the well of possibilities that I'm sitting in right this minute. And this does not always mean everything's great, you know. I mean, in this moment, knowing that I'm going to speak to what's alive in me, I realize, interestingly enough, that everything is okay in this moment, this very moment. And then the very second I let myself wander just a tiny bit, all sorts of things come up that are challenges. So the choice in each moment, is just to sit here and breathe and think, oh my gosh, it actually matters what I'm going to say right now, because we're talking about conversations that matter. We're talking about speaking about what's alive in us. And we came up with the idea, so therefore it matters. So this is a beginning. This is a very, very simple beginning.
I love it, Bonnie. I love the visual you gave me of the area or the zone of aliveness. We've talked about that before. And all of the little voices that are clustered around it saying, me, me. Like I'm physically a little bit warm. And so I'm thinking, gosh, I wonder if I should turn the fan on. And I'm a little bit nervous because it seems important what we're doing, just to truly be ourselves, and can I actually do that? So those are some of my little spectators. I'm trying to keep them spectators around the central flow. Oh, and what's flowing in me right now? I mean, really, Bonnie, I just feel so aligned. That's what happens in our conversations. There's so much heaviness and challenge in the world and in the day. And then I come to this, and somehow we've created a space that just centers me and allows me to kind of breathe. And that's what I'm feeling inside. And then when I do this and I look up and I see out my window this mango tree that's starting to have blossoms on it, it's alive. So I notice something immediately that's alive in this, how to describe it? It's not like alive or dead. It's got energy to it. It's in the flow of the energy as our conversations are. And immediately when I said that, a picture came into my mind. The second picture was the picture of a death, because we were driving down the road and there were vultures around something in the road, flapping their great wings and competing with one another. And right about 6 feet maybe 8 feet away from whatever they had found, there was a black cat just sitting there in silhouette, because we couldn't see it very well, watching them. It was such a moment. It just stood, it was a visual that stood for something. And I can feel the mango tree birthing its flowers and this black silhouette observer watching the process of a death. They're both alive.
Oh my gosh, it's so profound how ordinary it is. You said energy, and I thought of fuel. I thought, as you were speaking, what if it actually matters? What we share and what we listen to. What if Mary Baker Eddy said, each second, I think she said, is a foretaste of eternity. So what if our function that you and I are discovering now about living, breathing conversations that matter from the heart, what if we're actually creating energy, fuel, sustenance, living love, light? What if we're actually doing something in the world in this moment, and that by doing it, the two of us, and we share our conversations, other people get the idea that they too are contributing to the substrate of life in their conversations, even though they're small and they are about something like you explained, some incident that's going on. I mean, what if it really does matter that we are witnessing, observing, conscious about our conversations in the moments?
So I feel the amplification, the back and forthness of this energy that we're giving words to, and not allowing our words to escape from the amplification, but instead direct it, move it precisely, and the listening and the receiving also part of this flow back and forth. And it's starting to make me feel so expanded in my chest. I can practically feel the energy around me with my hand. I can perceive something that we are building between us simply in the commitment to this, to staying in the flow of this aliveness.
Oh my gosh. It's extraordinary. Really extraordinary to open up the possibility of that. Thank you. Thank you for being present in this moment.
And thank you, Bonnie, and thank you, everybody. We hope that you can taste what we're experiencing.
And share with us, if you watch this, please say something to us about it if you have a chance. Take the time, please. Thank you.
And amplify more. Build the field with us.
Yes.
Of aliveness. Okay.